Yeah, welcome to Winners and Grinners, live today from the studios of Optimus One.
Hey.
How are we, guys?
Yeah, great to be here. Yeah, new place, new spot. So
Yeah, bit of a change of scenery, which is quite nice.
And welcome to Nick O'Brien on the panel here. First
Nick.
Thanks for
time.
having me, guys.
Yeah, joining us as usual, Dave Tinners. Carol, how are you, mate?
yeah, good. Yeah, no, I've had a great week. So excited to get back into another hour of our great talking.
We actually have football this weekend.
We
Vegas,
do.
baby.
Like real
Vegas.
football, not this pre-season rubbish.
No, that's
It's
right.
back.
It is back.
Yeah, it is. It is back. It is back with a vengeance. Yeah, Barry Coe, mate, how are you?
Good.
Good week.
Cowboys are playing first game of the year, mate, so
They
I'm
are.
excited. I'm
Yeah.
pumped. Yeah, it's been
Playing
a good
the
week.
Knights. Playing the Knights.
Yeah. Oh, look, what did you say
20,
earlier?
30 plus.
If we don't put 20 on them, Nick, that's...
I'll give up.
You
for the
might
rest
put
of the
20
year.
on them, but you still got to beat them.
Yeah,
No,
20,
20 over.
20 which way.
anyway.
And joining us for the very first time, Nick, how are you, mate?
Really good, mate. Thanks for
Mate,
having me.
That's great. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for actually coming on. Looking forward to getting your perspective of the week that was. Let's get in with our top 5 Aussie stories for the week. The NRL had a incident on the way to Vegas. Our former NRL star, Chad Townsend, former Cowboys boy, had a health scare on the flight to Las Vegas season opener. So
What happened to him?
he actually fainted on the plane, and they actually had to turn the plane around.
Wow.
He's all well and good now, but
Something about high blood pressure, I believe.
Okay.
Was
Lucky
it?
there was a
Right.
doctor and team nurse on the plane, and just a random doctor as there always
Well,
is.
it's quite funny, Nick, because there was a few. That was the second incident that occurred from going over to Vegas. Peter V'landys, the Supremo of the NRL,
Yeah.
their plane. It took a lot longer than they expected because they had air conditioning issues or some engineering issues. So he got off the plane, and obviously a microphone went straight into Peter V'landys' face, and they said, you know, what happened, Pete, blah, blah, blah. And he's gone, yeah, no, it was obviously the AFL engineers.
took a swipe at the AFL.
He said the AFL engineers, you know, doctored our plane. So he had a swipe at the AFL. Now, this
fair
bloke, Peter V'landys, does not need any excuse to take a swipe at the AFL. And
Yeah, of course not.
Within 5 seconds landing in Vegas, he's had a crack at the AFL.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
I'm waiting for the AFL to recruit him, though, and then he'd change his tune then. He'd be like, oh, it's the best sport in
it's
the
all the
country.
NRL's fault.
It is, yeah.
All right, number 4, Matilda's keeper the Matilda's actually in crisis at the moment. A subplot is feeding the Women's Asian Cup buzz. The Matilda's first choice goalkeeper, Mackenzie Arnold, was absent from full-time training. That's stirring a bit of concern.
I haven't really come across this story, so you might have to give me a bit of a heads up why that. Is that because she's been injured, or was she?
I think that there was an injury to her. I
Right.
haven't actually seen the full story, but I think that there was an injury to her. And, I don't think that I think it's a storm in a teacup, to be honest with you. I think that they're creating a bit of buzz over nothing. And,
Well,
I think she'll be right.
I think the Matildas are wanting to create a bit of buzz. They've actually got their first game. I think it's this weekend.
It's a sellout too.
Yeah, it's against the Philippines. Big announcement today. Sam Kerr will continue to be the captain
That's
of the Matildas.
Yeah.
She's back.
She's first game back since her ACL of
Yeah.
last year. And, Sam's had a very interesting couple of years with ACL and
Taxi rides.
Taxi rides, yeah. She's probably going to use an Uber next time instead of a taxi. But, look, you would hope that, and look, the Matildas are very popular with the younger generation of Australia, and you would expect them, Daz, to make, I think if they don't make semi-final,
Yeah.
it's a failure for them, I
Yeah.
believe.
And of course, we wish the Matildas the best of luck.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't seem to find anything about what her injury might be, but she is in pre-season training with them. So
Yeah, I think it's a storm in a teacup, really. But yeah,
What are they
it's one of
saying, that they
those-
didn't have enough keepers to back her up? Or
Probably not.
Yeah, okay.
Probably not. Are they, how many women?
Yeah, how many women
Keepers these
keepers?
days.
Yeah, that's right. Well, it's probably enough, but if they're good enough to play that type of level of football.
Number 2, the anti-racism push in Aussie sports. So there's a new campaign backed by the AFL and other sporting figures to tackle racism in grassroots and community clubs. It's generating a lot of conversation. I can only see that as a really good thing.
Oh, yeah, for sure. You don't want racism in community football, community sport.
Do you
at
guys
all.
see it here in your local clubs that you're involved
Oh,
with?
in rugby league I do.
Yeah, we do. And the AFL cans do come down pretty hard. For example, our club captain got suspended for 5 weeks of racial vilification. So so AFL really push a lot on it, and I suppose especially there is in all sporting codes there is a lot of in not just Indigenous. There's just a lot of certain racism too.
But also here in Cairns as well is that there is, that great divide there between, the Indigenous players and the non-Indigenous players there. But they both, are equal.
Yeah, I know, without a doubt. And I guess we live in an area where we probably have, we do have more Indigenous players, whatever sporting codes, than we do in Melbourne.
It's not that hard to be not racist. Come on.
Look, I just think some of the the boys and the ladies that we have in our football club are just they're fantastic people. So as all people should be and are.
Yeah, absolutely. Number 1 story this week, Nathan Cleary is free to play round 1 against the Broncos.
I tell you what, he's got a Monopoly box and he's got a get out of jail free card and he keeps on buying.
Daddy got him out of jail. Come
The
on.
Penrith Panthers must have had their own Monopoly kit, right? And he's got all the get out of jail free cards. So when people purchase them, they didn't get the cards at all. He's just got them, just hands it over to Peter Verlandis. Yeah, there you go, mate. There you go.
Nick. Mate, it was not a grade 2 charge any day of the week.
He hit him in the head. What do you want?
Hit him on the shoulder,
No,
went to the
shoulder.
neck, and then it came to the head.
saw the
I can
footage.
get it that you're not allowed to hit the head, but it's
I've
not a
got
grade
eyes.
2.
He's still pretty protected.
Oh, come on. Come
Oh,
on.
I love
you
it.
see that?
I love the
Same with Reece
controversy.
Walsh.
You see they interviewed Payne Haas and they said, what do you think of Nathan getting off? And he's going, he's Nathan Cleary, isn't he?
I love it. I love that. There was no way that Nathan Cleary was going to miss round 1 versus the Broncos in Brisbane, but it wasn't. I know, but it was not a grade 2 charge.
Yeah.
I wonder whether this is a storm in a teacup too. They're just doing a story. Oh, look, we'll hit you with this charge, and then you don't worry, you'll get off. But
Ivan can do anything.
at least it'll fill the news
He
for the
can win
week leading
premierships.
up.
He can be a QC. He's done it before. So I was very adamant last Saturday that Nathan Cleary would get off, and
I hope Panthers get dumped in the first round. Who are they playing again?
they're playing from Brisbane.
They're playing
to Brisbane.
Brisbane.
That's what I'm saying. There's
playing the reigning premiers.
Well,
There's no
that's
way they'll win.
That's what I'm saying. There's no way Nathan Cleary's not playing for Penrith versus Brisbane at Suncorp round 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. They need the cash.
They do. They love it.
It should be a good game.
Because Peter loves the cash.
Yeah.
Peter Valenti.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, let's have a look at the NRL. And the pre-season challenge was actually won by
Dave's new darling team, the Eels.
Parramatta.
Oh, I'm telling you, they're going.
I'm surprised you're not wearing an Eels jersey
Well, I
today.
couldn't find. Should have worn a bit of blue and yellow. I've been saying, Nick, for the last few weeks that I've been very bullish that Parramatta will make top 4 and could even push for grand and win the competition this year. The reason why, I just love Mitchell Moses and Jason Riles from the Melbourne Storm structure that he's come from. He's a very, very good young coach. He really is.
Yeah.
I know it's a big call, but
massive call. You've got a lot of good teams there. You got Broncos are probably going to put in a big good push because it's obviously Haas's last year. You've got Roosters, which you
got Penrith.
Now got DC,
Penrith,
Penrith, and of course the Cowboys are going to get their top 4. So it might be fifth.
Of course.
No, and look, I totally agree with you. I really do. But I just feel as though what Jason Riles, and I know it, Daz, it was only a pre-season. We spoke about this last night, Nick, when we sent each that their for and against is fantastic compared to the Melbournes and the Penriths. Their for and against is negative 56. I get it that it is pre-season, but you need your defence right on like point as soon as you start playing football,
Oh, 100%.
whether it's pre-season or not. But anyway, we'll wait and see.
All right. Looking at the games, the final games for the preseason, Sharks 48 defeated the Raiders 6.
Yeah, what a
Yeah,
turn
it
up!
was-
What a
Yeah.
what a,
Yeah. This was at Gosford.
Yeah, and I didn't see what the team was for Canberra. I don't know who played or not. I probably should have had a look, but that's a total turn up because I really believe Canberra are going to be a top 4.
Yeah.
Don't you?
I believe so as well, but they did just lose Fogarty, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they did.
So
Jamal Fogarty's gone to Manly.
He's a big card for them as
Yeah,
well.
but
So,
it's-
you know,
Why
minor
didn't they lock
premiers
him
last
up?
year.
Well,
no
they
idea.
only wanted to give him 2 years, and probably not even that. And Manly came in with 2 years. Actually, I think they might have just gave him 1. Manly came in with 2. They came with 2, so Manly said, "We'll give you 3." And they said,
Fogarty's killed it at every
Yeah, I
team
know.
he's been. Like,
I agree.
why are there certain players that teams just don't want to sign up long term? I don't understand.
I think is it Ethan Strange, Daz? No, it's not Ethan Strange. Sorry, who's the new halfback for the Raiders? Again, I don't know. I think it is Ethan Strange.
Could be.
Yeah,
I'm not
but,
too sure.
But Jamal Fogarty is a big loss for them.
Mm.
Whether he'll bring that type of football to Manly, because I believe Manly's forward pack is poor. It's been rated as the worst actually in the comp, and I think Canberra's got a good forward pack. But I can't get that. I can't get out because Cronulla are not that good.
Just so I guess it depends on how many people, like how many of the top 30 did they put there?
Exactly.
Majority of their, you know,
Yeah.
Yeah, it is a
top
trial
13,
match.
you know,
Yeah.
they could have just gave the young guys a bit more
Yeah.
legs and stuff
Yeah.
like that. You don't want to like get injuries in trial
No.
matches. Like,
And
you
that's
know,
what's happened to a few teams,
So-
especially the Rabbits.
yeah.
Yeah.
They got
Anyway,
All right. Turning it to the other game at Gosford, the newly named Polytech Stadium. Eels 28 defeated the Roosters 22.
yeah, this was a good game of footy.
Was a great game of football.
Great
I
game
watched
of
this.
football. These are 2 sides that I think that will be fighting for top 4 with for sure.
Yeah.
You know, both well-coached sides. Their depth that they've got in their top 30 is some of the best in the competition. This did not, I thought either way that it was whoever could. I know it was a pre-season game.
Yeah.
But the score reflected where these 2 sides will end up, I believe, at the end of the year.
Roosters are a real danger team this year.
Mm.
That sombrero
yeah.
is like here to Atherton wide. You know, it's they recruited well.
No, they have, and I agree with you, mate.
Plenty of cap.
Yeah, they plenty of cash too. I've been told at the
Yeah.
Roosters.
Well, he did buy the Caxton.
Yeah. Who?
Nick.
Did he really?
Nick actually
Politis?
bought the Caxton.
Fair dink. Well, there you go.
And I think there's another
You know,
pub.
Wasn't Matty Johns involved in that?
Yeah, I think there's another pub in southeast Queensland that he's got as well.
That man's got some money.
I've seen somebody else bought a pub down the road just from the Caxton. One of the footy
Yeah,
players.
yeah. Cam Munster.
Yeah, he bought one same street. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, just
Yeah,
around
he
the
did.
corner.
He did buy. Oh no, he's actually building. Isn't it a new? Oh, I don't. It is a pub.
Building on board. It's the
He's
same area.
building. Yeah, that's right. He's building. Yeah, Cam Munster's in it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, it'll be very popular over State of Origin time.
I think that's controversy in itself. Why would Nick Politis actually buy the Caxton?
I don't know. It's
Like
well,
if you see one of the weirdest places or one of the weirdest things to actually have for a pub would be Nick Politis of the Roosters buying the Caxton Hotel, which is dominantly Queensland.
yeah, but it makes sense. It's the turnover
Yeah,
of that
Oh,
pub.
the beer.
Yeah, I know
He's
that.
now
We've-
making
we've-
money off
we've all-
Queenslanders.
we've all been- we've all
It's
been to-
smart.
Well, yeah, true. But
We've all been to
it's
the
strange.
Caxton.
Yeah,
Yeah, say no more.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Titans 42, Storm 12.
Yeah,
This brings alarm
Storm are
bells.
just pretenders this year. They're going to be
It's
nowhere
just,
near.
that's alarm bells for me.
As I said just a few minutes ago, you're a negative 56 in the pre-season challenge for
Yeah.
the defence. Now it's funny how we spoke about Melbourne and Titans, and we were all went, "Oh yeah, Melbourne will win." And I left our show last Sunday or Saturday, and I thought I should put a bit of dollars on the Titans for it because I thought that the Titans could get them, and I'm really worried about them. The Melbourne Storm, Nick. I don't know if you've seen their forward pack, but they've got no one.
They've lost players all over the field.
They really have.
Happy's such a big loss.
And I think the
Nelson.
Zach Lomax thing as well is actually taking its toll.
Yeah, I'm really concerned.
Interesting fact: Storm hasn't lost first round in 18, 19 years in a row.
And they're
something like that.
playing.
Yeah,
So,
Eels. They're playing
playing
Eels.
the Eels.
so you know,
This is a cracking. That's a cracking game, isn't it?
you know, you wouldn't want to be in there down at halftime and Bellamy just screaming at you.
Go the old belly ache.
How long is Bellamy there for? Is he locked up
Signed
for
for another
couple-
2 or 3 years.
Another 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Another 3.
I think it's 3 years.
Yeah, he got another 3. I think it was confirmed about 2-3 weeks ago.
He doesn't want to leave Melbourne,
No. I mean,
and I don't blame him.
No, but surely at some point he wants to step down from that role, and even if he's there in some
He
capacity,
will at some point. I don't think the time is right now.
Yeah,
yeah, you're probably right. The time is not right because they've lost all those really good footballers over the years and even like 12, 18 months.
I mean, your
And-
Camerons, your Cooper, and Billy.
you probably want to
Happy-
retire after a premiership too.
Yeah,
wouldn't you?
and I think because they've lost the last 2, haven't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Had they lost the last 2? Yes.
Yes, against
Who was last year?
Pa-
Broncos, Panthers.
Broncos, Panthers.
Yeah, they lost 2 against the Panthers, didn't they?
yeah,
Yeah.
So lost against Panthers.
I
and
think
yeah.
they've lost the last 2 grand finals they were in. Yeah,
So I know what he's trying to do, but I just don't think they have the depth to get to another grand final this year. But we'll wait and see.
Well,
normally
it's all
wrong.
going to depend on that Zach Lomax saga as well.
Yeah, we'll see.
Whether they get Zach actually.
Xavier Coates is out for 12 weeks, Nick, for
He
his
is.
Achilles too. So it just starts building up, like they've lost Big Nelson, Solomon Avu,
Yep.
and then like Pappy's gone, Xavier Coates. Their forward pack's been rated like number 12 in the comp.
no free grilled burgers for you this year, Dave.
No. I think the grilled has been grilled. All right, last game, the Rabbits and your mob, the Sea Eagles, mate, 30-6.
The sooner, the better.
Hang on, who won? Rabbits.
Rabbits won.
Wow.
Like,
okay.
what's his
With all
name?
those injuries.
Seabolt, Seabag,
Yeah.
Sea Terrible. Anthony Seabolt, one of the worst coaches in NRL.
Anthony, see you later.
So, see you later. That's what's going
See
on.
you
Might
later.
be telling
I'm
him to bolt out the door
gone.
pretty soon.
I'm hoping he does go, and then the great man Kieran Foran can step in and be
Yep.
the new coach.
Yeah,
That would be
Is that the
somebody's
plan? Yeah.
Well, he's been brought down. He was going to be the Titans' assistant coach with Josh Hannay, but Manly were able to
He only
talk him.
retired from playing last year,
Yeah,
didn't he?
yeah, no, he's very popular down at the Manly. And he's a very smart brain. He's but I would love to see that happen. But
Unfortunately, the injuries he's struggled
yeah,
with
exactly.
in the last years.
But Anthony Seabolt, look, they haven't got any better. Their defence is terrible. They've been rated 17th in the competition for their forward pack.
Wow.
Oh, it's going to be a long year.
But you got Fogarty coming in.
Yeah, we've got Jamal coming in. Great
Yeah,
stuff.
he'll fix everything.
Anyway, no, but hasn't the Rabbits? Do you think they're going to go? I mean, they have got injuries. Alex Johnson's might be right for round 1.
Yeah.
Brandon Smith, geez, that was a major injury during the week. You'd hear about that. He
No.
tore his calf. He's out for 12 weeks.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a real bad injury.
Yeah.
Look again. There's another 3 top line players already. They're already 6 out of round 1. So, but the great man Wayne Bennett, David Fafita
He'll sort something.
he is flying in the off season and has played his 2 preseason games, haven't they, Daz? Have been outstanding. So, don't know whether they make the 8, but
Can build for next year when they get paid.
Oh, imagine Fafita and Haas next year. Not a bad forward pack, is it?
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty special.
What about the reaction with Latrell and Mudgee? That was just amazing. It was really good to see that a player to the stature of Latrell actually shaking hands with the kids, doing everything with the kids. That is really great down to earth stuff. I really enjoyed watching that.
Yeah, I think Latrell is out from somewhere like in the central west of New South Wales. Yeah, he's very popular in regional New South Wales, Latrell. So it's like again, I'm glad it was only a pre-season game, but I'm not holding much hope. We'll see what happens.
All right. Vegas, baby, it's on this weekend, and we've got 2 big games at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. That Knights and Cowboys.
Cowboys by 24.
Easy.
Easy.
If it's not by 24, I won't be probably watching many games. It'll be a bit sad, like.
We must have a team list already.
We do have a team
We
list.
do. Yes,
All
there
right.
is.
So, Ponga at fullback, Dominic Young at winger, Dane Gagai, Bradman Best, Greg Marzu, Fletcher Sharp, and Dylan Brown makes up the backs. The front is Jacob Safidi, Phoenix Crossland, Trey Mooney, Dylan Lucas, Jermaine McEwen and Tyson Frizzell, and the interchange, Sandon Smith. I'm glad they took him over there. Matt Croker, Thomas Cant, Pasami Sulo, and Fletcher Hunt, and Francis Manulua.
Well done.
I'm going to have to actually try and get these.
Yeah, you did well there, but that's a pretty strong side. But you're going to read out the Cowboys side.
So we got 3 reserves as well: Tyson Gamble, Cody Hopwood, and James Schiller.
All right, I'll read the Cowboys out. We've got Scott Drinkwater at the back there, Braden Burns, Jackson Perdue, Tom Chester, and Murray Talangi, Jake Clifford and Tom Dearden in the halves there, Cohen Hess, Reed Marnie, Jason Tamalalo, Helam Lukey, Sam McIntyre, and Ruben Cotter in lock. Sonny Luke, Thomas McKaylee, Harrison Edwards, Kai O'Donnell, Griffin Neem on the interchange. Oh, with John Bateman as well. There you go. Got 6 on the interchange now. Hey, I forget that.
Because it's a new rule. They got 6.
I think that's a strong team for both teams, really.
So Liam Sutton, Matt Lodge, and Robert Derby is the reserves.
So Helam Lukey is coming back from an ACL.
Yep.
Which that's going to stiffen up the Cowboys, and
quite interesting that Jason Tamalolo is actually starting in the front instead of last year on lock and a lot of the playing off the interchange. So
is
he could be, in better form.
Is Nanai injured?
Nanai is injured, yes.
Okay.
ACL? Did he? Did he do an ACL?
Did he do an ACL? So he's not back from his. It's only Helam Lukey's come back so far.
Pretty happy to see Marnie there and Hogger.
Oh yeah. Look, he's going to bring some. He's going to bring some bad shit in for the Cowboys.
If we couldn't keep Robson, then he's a good replacement.
He's a great pickup. He's going to play angry. That's what Cowboys.
As long as he doesn't give away as many penalties as he did last year.
Yes, I get that, but
he may be a grub, but he's our grub.
But you got to
our grub.
You got a soft underbelly.
Sandon Smith.
They've got a soft underbelly, and that's that list there with Jeremiah Nanai in. And I've been saying for nearly 2 years, they're a top 4. They've got some of the best team lists.
No excuses.
No excuses.
No excuses.
Now, they need a hard underbelly, and he will bring it, very much so. I think, actually, I really do. I think he's better footballer than Reece Robson. I do. You just want to get in and dirty and get an under, and he's just annoying. And I don't expect him to make top 4. That's a big call from where they've come
Top
8. They'll make top 8. They have to make top 8 with this list. If they don't make top 8, your mate,
Mr. Payton,
Mr. Payton, Nick, he's gone. He's gone, mate.
They needed to be doing well by halfway through the season, I reckon.
No, you need to be 6-1. If you're 2-7, she's all over.
2-7. Jeez, you're harsh.
That is really harsh.
If they're 2-7, you're saying that Payton will hold on.
Two wins or 2 losses?
Two wins and 7 losses.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were saying it the other way around.
Oh, sorry, no. So 2-6. If they, no. Sorry. If they go 6-1, if they win their first
Depends
8,
what their draw's like too.
There's no excuses for Todd. I'm telling you, he has to be after round 8, 6-2.
All right.
4-3 wouldn't be a pass.
I don't know. Look, this is they need to start. They need to win this game, don't they, Baz?
Oh, absolutely.
Because everyone, Nick, is tipping them to be wooden spooners.
Well, the eyes of the world are on this game. It's
Yeah.
the first game of the season in Vegas.
And talking about the eye of the world, the famous Fremont Street. You've been to Vegas?
No.
It's Fremont Street. It's the bottom end of Vegas. It's the old Vegas. About 4 hours ago, Fremont Street was absolutely going off. There was about 10,000 pommies there. Thousands of Australians. Like what they do is they present all the two teams from the UK and the 4 teams from Australia. It's obviously I've been there. It was 2 years ago, but this is what's this?
I've
Friday.
forgotten we got 2 games from the UK.
No, only one.
Only one.
One
Oh,
game
so it's
from
2
the
teams
One game.
playing one game.
Yeah.
Because last year was there like 5 games.
No, there were 4 games last year.
was the
They had the women's game.
Oh, the
and
women's.
They've cut that
The
this
Pommy
year.
one. So which of the 2 teams from UK coming over?
Whole KR, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
they
whole
touched up the
KR.
Broncos. And I'm not sure who the other one is.
We'll have to look that one up. Turning to Newcastle, that interchange bench is really solid.
Yes.
Sandon Smith, Croker, Kant, Sulo and Hunt.
Mm.
That is really a solid bench.
Look, Knights are going to put up a good fight, I think.
Oh, 100%.
So there's a bloke on the reserves bench for Newcastle, Tyson Gamble.
Yes,
Wow, hasn't he fallen from grace?
it's a big call.
2 years ago, he was in the halves, wasn't
Yeah.
he? It'd be 2 years ago at Brisbane.
Yep.
He's not even making the side. Like, I don't think he's that. He's obviously not before
Dylan
Brown and
Fletcher Sharp.
or even Sandon Smith. So,
Yeah.
so I get that. Like, he's the 4th on the rung for those halves, but he was like 5.
You don't know what's happened in pre-season too, whether he's had a niggle or something. You know.
Yeah, you don't know. No, we don't know that, but I still think it's a fall from grace for sure. There's a
But it's a good one to have as a backup for
there's
them.
a young
for sure.
kid. You might be able to help me here, Nick. I know we've got to move on, but Kai O'Donnell. That's not the great O'Donnell who played for the Cowboys maybe 10 years ago. Wouldn't be his son.
Not
There
sure.
was an O'Donnell.
Not sure. Trent would know for sure.
Bradman Best needs to perform
Oh, doesn't he? What? He
At
had a
his
poor-
best too.
at his best.
He
Yeah.
had a poor 2026. But look, I'm going Cowboys, obviously.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cowboys for me.
Yeah, Cowboys for me.
Yeah, I like the Cowboys as well.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Clifford and Dearden, I reckon they're just going to gel. They've decided to tip Jake over, going elsewhere.
They got to be the halves pairing going forward. Like they just got to be.
Yeah, Jackson
If he
Purdue.
starts mixing it up again, putting Purdue in there and stuff.
Purdue's
then-
got to stay in the centres.
Yeah, Purdue's killing it in the centres. He's great.
You would have watched that game 2 weeks ago when they played Penrith. I mean, they was a full strength team, so you expect them to win 66-24. But Jake Clifford had a good game, didn't he?
Yeah.
That night.
It's good to see him back.
I don't think I've seen a game where he hasn't had a good game.
Yep.
This is why I don't understand why he
he's
keeps
kicking,
getting relegated to reserves and stuff. Like he's been solid as.
Yep. No. Anyway, well, let's go to the Cowboys.
Yeah, I reckon Cowboys all round.
Yep.
Yeah.
Cowboys all round. All right, let's turn to the second game, 2:30 p.m. our time, local time. That'll be 3:30 p.m. the Australian Eastern Summer Time. The Dogs and the Dragons. Looking at the backs, Tracy, Carraz, Zeri, Crichton, Montoya, Matt Burton and Lockie Galvin actually are the backs, and the forwards King, Haywood, Hughes, Cacao, Preston and Salmon. The interchange bench is Man Tupania, yeah. Hayes, Curran, O'Sullivan and Turpin. Reserves Tula, Sewer and Jones. That is your Bulldogs lineup.
That's a pretty solid team for the Bulldogs.
It is.
I think they'll do all right.
Dragons.
Dragons, we've got Gutherson, Tupalatu, Sully, Holmes, 2, Flanagan and Atkinson in the halves there. You got Gula, I should have worn my glasses, Cook, Couchman, Leilua and Sewer.
Sewer.
Jaden
Stewart,
Sewer.
yeah.
He's a good
And
footballer.
Stewart at lock there. Interchange, we've got Saleh, Kerr, Lowry, Couchman, and King Togia.
Togia.
and Fele, David Fele. And in the reserves, we've got Halangawa,
Big guy.
Figai Sloan. Jeez,
Yeah.
really struggling there. Okay.
So Tyrell Sloan is on the reserves.
What's he go down? I
On
was
the
just
reserve
thinking that.
bench,
Like, is
yeah.
he injured or just coming out? Or
That's a good question. Why would he be on the
he's a
reserve
big
bench?
pie scorer, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if Flanagan. I don't see. I feel.
Shane got something planned.
I just don't know. This young Tyrell Sloan should be playing NRL football. So if he can't get a game at the Dragons and it's not working out for him, he needs to leave.
Yeah.
He's too good of a footballer not to be playing and just to be on the reserves. That's actually shocked me to no end. Maybe again he's coming back from injury.
Could be an attitude thing.
Yes, that's what I've heard the last couple of years, that his attitude's terrible. But that's why I'm thinking then probably just leave the Dragons and maybe go to a team like Melbourne. I don't know why Melbourne just don't want to bring him in and cuddle him and just say, let's
You
go.
can't probably have an attitude under Bellamy.
Well, that's
Yeah.
exactly that's what I'm saying. That's why he'd be really good at Melbourne. But just noticed, obviously, Josh Curran is on the interchange. Good football. He's off the Perth Bears next year.
Yep.
So that's interesting to
He's
see.
just a workhorse.
He
when
is
he's
a
on the
workhorse.
field.
I would not. I'd start with Josh Curran, but then again, it's probably hard to kick out Preston and Kickow and Hughes and Max King. They've got a great forward pack.
Looking at the Dragons, Gutherson and Valentine Holmes, they both need to have good games.
Just too old. But anyway,
They got to have they've got to have a decent game of football to actually stay on the side.
Look, it's not a bad Dragons team, but it's dogs all the way for me.
I agree.
See, the issue with Sloan, he's not playing because, I know he's the captain, but Gufferson's come in and
Yeah.
taken his spot, really.
Yeah.
I just can't get my head around it. I'm actually going to, I don't think the Dogs will win this.
No?
No, I just don't trust these two halves. I really don't. It's my big concern. I don't trust
That's
Matt Burton and Lockie Galvin. I'm actually going to go for the Dragons for an upset.
Well,
here.
now that Galvin's had a whole pre-season with them, I
Yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, no,
Over
I'm-
Flanagan and Atkinson, you reckon it's a better halves pairing?
No, there's not. I don't like Flanagan and Atkinson. But I just Matt Burton, mate, to me, he's not a half. He's not a half. Like did you tell me that Matt Burton's going to play 5'8" and win, and they're going to win a premiership with Matt Burton playing 5'8"? I don't think so. But anyway, I'm going for the upset. I'm going for the Dragons.
Okay.
'Cause why not? Because it's in Vegas. Anything
right.
can happen.
Yeah, anything can happen.
If it was at
I'm taking the
Belmont-
Dogs.
was at
I reckon
Belmont.
the Dogs.
You want to set your tips on fire? Go ahead.
That's right. Anyway, we'll see what happens. So,
Are we are footy tipping this year?
Yeah, I've put mine in.
Have you?
Should be the
Where's
same
my invite? Same thing.
Yeah, I'll talk to the man Benji and see
yeah, it should be.
Get me in there.
No,
Should be the same-
No, you just go in. You just go into ESPN.
ESPN?
Footy.
Yeah.
same
Yeah,
login.
make sure
All
you
right,
get in
we'll
Might
there.
have to throw Nick in there too.
Yeah, you better get in there. So yeah,
We'll have a look.
yeah.
All the games on Sunday at Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. Should be a big day. We hitting the pub, boys?
I don't know.
I don't know. I haven't
Didn't
really thought
plan
about it.
for
That's
that.
probably
All right,
Yeah,
we'll talk
cool.
about
Should
it
be.
after the show.
Should be a big day. AFL. We have some community around at the moment, Mr. Dave.
Yeah, we did, and I hear the Blues supporters are up and about. The reason why they've beaten both grand finalists of last year.
Yeah.
So last maybe 2 nights ago, they beat the Cats 86-71, and then last weekend they beat Brisbane Lions. But again, it's pretty bruise-free footy, this AFL game
Yeah.
at the moment, and I'm really surprised that there's actually a community round this weekend when they.
What's a community round?
Oh, it's just they go to like
Different
they
ovals.
go out in the
Yeah.
communities,
Regional
yeah,
areas,
okay.
like-
Like they're
whatever.
going, like the Cats and Carlton there, they played that at Icon Park.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but it's Swans played the Giants 97-59. Giants have got a few injuries already. Swans look pretty good, but Brisbane Lions bounced back.
I watched part of that game there, the Lions and the Suns. I went out to dinner last night.
Yeah,
It was,
they started off well, the Suns.
Yeah, they did.
But Lions have got some depth. There's a current game live at the moment, which is Melbourne-Richmond 78-43, which is understandable.
No, that's been abandoned.
Been
Yeah,
abandoned.
it's just only
abandoned.
just come through now.
Oh, there you go.
Just due to a second lightning delay.
Oh,
Wow.
it's at the Rat, isn't it? Yeah,
Ballarat.
it's at Ballarat.
Yeah,
that's why.
well.
Smart
See,
stadium.
like seriously, you take anything to Ballarat and you're going to cop it. Like,
Why would you play?
So it's not just delayed; they've canned it.
Abandoned. Yeah.
Wow.
okay, well, there you go. See,
Must
right
be
on
like
it.
some kind of protocol.
Well, it is a pre-season.
It is
They
a
had-
protocol. Yeah,
They had
because
one delay and then got back on, then more lightning. And
in one of the games last weekend in the NRL pre-season games, there was a
It was a
lightning strike
stoppage as well. Can't remember which one, but
Yeah, and even now I can't remember who it was. It wasn't Manly or Rabbits.
is it Sharks? I don't know.
Yeah. Anyway, but might have been Sharks in Canberra. But so already there's a concern that there's a number of injuries in clubs already, and I don't know whether it's just too early for pre-season games or too many. I know you got to get fit, but
So 0 rounds next week, yeah.
yeah, I mean there's a couple of games come this weekend in Western Bulldogs and Hawthorn, St Kilda and Essendon at Ballarat. Fremantle, Adelaide Crows, and Mandurah, so just below Fremantle in WA, and then the final game is North Melbourne and Collingwood at Ballarat as well at 2:10 p.m. on Sunday. Oh, sorry, and then there's another game. Then there's West Coast and Port Adelaide. That's the one at Mineral Resources Park that we said last week that we did work out was somewhere in Perth. But anyway, so that'll be the end.
North of Perth.
Yeah, north of Perth. So then the opening round starts next weekend, which is exciting for Melbourne. I'll be down there on the Sunday and Monday, so I'm actually going to the Collingwood St Kilda game.
Why are they calling it round 0?
You know, the reason why is that they tried to go up against the NRL when the NRL took the first round, or the first 2 games to Vegas. Now, so what they thought, well, let's go have a 0 round and play in Sydney and Brisbane and mainly Sydney and Brisbane, and there's going to be no NRL. Well, guess what? There's NRL games next weekend. Like, it just doesn't make sense that this 0 round now. It's gone pear-shaped big time. But that's what it was all about.
The NRL started earlier this year, I believe.
Is that what's happened?
Yeah,
Is
it's
it-
not normally till about the 10th of March, I think.
Right, okay.
No, even last year they had it at the start of March.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
But that's what it
I'm
was.
just imagining things.
It was just it. So they wanted to get the Sydney market and the Brisbane market because there was no NRL being played. There was no NRL, but I'm sure
There is next week, yeah.
There is next week.
Yeah, there's games from Thursday next week.
Yeah, that's right. So, but for example, the St Kilda, they wanted to. Collingwood used to be going to GWS Giants in Sydney for the 0 round, and Collingwood said no, we no longer want to travel. So St Kilda got on the bandwagon and said, "Well, beauty, we'll play Collingwood and get a big crowd and get a lot of money." That game's now been sold out, and the members for the MCC members and MCG members have been told that they actually have to buy their ticket. So you got to go on and buy a ticket. It'll only cost you $15 because you're already a member, but you just can't walk up as what they do in other games. You can walk up when you're an MCC or an MCG member. You can walk up, but this time there's no walk up. It's the first time ever because it's a sold out crowd. It's going to be 98,000 people at the MCG on against Collingwood St Kilda, on the Sunday night. So,
People just want sport back.
well, you've got to think, mate, February's a boring month. There's no motorsport. There's no rugby league. There's no
Realistically, though,
cricket.
do you know anybody that used to love rugby league but now watches AFL or vice versa? Like,
I love them both.
yeah,
I watch
there's a
them
lot
both.
of people who watch both,
Yeah.
but are they, is each code really going to steal that much audience off each other? Like,
No.
if anything, they're going to share the audience and go, oh, well, I've always watched AFL, but this rugby league looks interesting now. I'll go and watch a few games.
Well, I mean,
You're not going to stop watching AFL.
is it friendly fire? Does
is
it come
friendly.
under friendly fire?
Like, end of the day, like it's you can only get a certain. There's only 27 million people living in Australia, so.
Yeah. That's why it's smart to
It
go to
bumps on
Vegas.
seats.
But
Yeah.
so Volandis has come out during the week and he says we're going to go to Miami.
Yeah.
He's going to Miami. He said we're going to have games in Vegas. We're going to have games in Miami.
Is it a state of origin in Auckland? Or
The state of
or
origin.
State of
New
origin in
Zealand?
Auckland.
Was
Yeah.
it Auckland?
27. In 27.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's talk that the Perth Bears will play in Singapore.
There's 10 million people in PNG. We're putting a team in
I
there.
know.
Yeah.
See, this is another really interesting. I know we're going off track here, but if they get 5 million members for $1, it's not bad membership. Like they are just, that's all they.
They're rugby league mad.
That's all they live for.
Yeah.
For family and football.
You see the videos after a match; they're just swarming the crowd and stuff like that. It's just.
Are they building a new stadium up there?
They are building a new stadium.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's all exciting. You know, the NRL starting and the AFL. So it's footy is back. So anyway, I'm sure doesn't matter if you're male, female. It's exciting either
This is
way.
the year for Essendon, Dave. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Well,
It's the year for Essendon to be at the bottom of the ladder again now. Poor suffering Essendon fans.
Cry.
Controversy Corner this week. It's an interesting one. Channel 7's push to get the next NRL rights deal could take a further turn, with the broadcaster announcing it could see the return of Monday Night Footy. Network has already announced a new panel show which is set to air on Monday nights called Agenda Setters. Rugby League League will be hosted by Corey Parker, Aaron Woods, Luke Keary, and journalist David Riccio. News: the move is actually part of Seven's strategy to make a big play for NRL rights, and when the current deal ends in 2027, Monday nights could be the one.
You know what I think, Daz?
What do you think?
I don't watch any games on Channel 9, so I'm not going to watch them on Channel 7. So have at it. I don't care.
Does does Channel 7 get exclusive rights to Monday Night Football?
Well, that'd be interesting. I do like Monday Night Football. When they used to have it, I thought it was great. You know, you start off the week, Monday sucks, but you got 40 that night, you know.
Yeah, with more teams coming on board, I guess you can spread that out. You know, as long as the draw is pretty fair for teams.
Because, you know, what else are we going to do? Like 4 games on Saturday? Like,
No, I agree.
it's already hard to watch 3, you know.
You're going to have to spread out Thursday night to Monday night.
Or Sunday. Sunday could have 3. It could work. 2 on Thursday, 2 on Friday. Don't know.
But we did talk about the dilemma with the Perth Bears as well as PNG.
Yeah, I don't know if you'd have 2
At
on
least
Thursday.
provide different time zones by having games in Perth and stuff, so that does help with the schedule.
Okay, do they need to have 2 different conferences though?
Well, they do once you bring the 20th team in.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then I'm pushing that.
And have a Super Bowl type final.
Yeah, have a conference.
I don't know.
What would it be? Sydney teams just playing Sydney teams every weekend? That's kind of boring to me.
No, but it doesn't work. That I know. I don't know how it works in the NFL, but you actually don't play. You play your conference. You'll have your conference.
You've got a conference draw, and then you've got after the conference draw, you've got your semi-finals, and then you got your semi-finals, and then you've got your.
But in your conference, yes, you do play those teams, but you also play teams outside your other conference. So like Perth and Warriors may not play each other. You know, like
I just don't think the competition and the population in Australia is big enough to warrant 2 conferences. Like,
you're probably right. And then look,
you said, we've got 27 million people.
And our great man Treno, well, then you just go back to 19 weeks.
Every team plays each other once.
But that finishes the season early.
Yeah, but they only have 18 rounds in the NFL, and I know and it works so well.
Do they have an international competition at the end?
Yeah, less is more. You've got state of origin, you've got international matches. You're not going to run out of footy.
International would be good.
Yeah.
No,
Do they have an international tournament?
Yeah, you have an international tournament after the grand final, like in October every year.
Well, you could have it really, in between or maybe after an origin. That would give teams a 2-week window. So if you don't lose players for origin or not too many to get back, because they're not playing for Australia, you can get all those niggles out and come back and you're pretty much, raring to go again. But if you're going week after week, 5-day turnaround, 6-day turnaround, then it just compounds on you guys. You had 2 weeks off. You imagine some of your forwards that don't make either, that 2 weeks off, they'll be like bulletproof coming back. Yeah, no, I agree. And maybe they have like a 3-week where they just play the state of origin week after week after week.
Yeah.
And then they have that internationals, say it's June, and then for 3 weeks, if you don't make internationals instead of origin, you're not playing.
And as Treno said, if every team plays each other once, you're going to go to the Cowboys-Broncos game this year. Yeah. There's only one of them,
That's right.
And if it's at Townsville this year, you're going to go this year.
Yeah.
Next year it'll be at Brisbane. So
But I just think the Australian though, or the sporting codes are just too greedy for the amount of money they want now, because we don't get enough money. We can't earn enough money because of our population.
but the current schedules are so lopsided. Like your team could play the same team twice in 4 weeks or something. You know, like
Or only play
at the
them
back
once this year.
Or at the back end of the season, they're like, "Oh, we're playing Dragons again." Like we just played them 3 weeks ago. You know, it's weird.
Yeah, it is. No, like Channel 7 will pour a lot of money into this because they've lost the Melbourne Cup Carnival to Channel 9.
I think it's time for a refresh too. Like Channel 9's had it for so long.
Yeah.
Like,
And I think Channel 9 has got the Australian
Yeah,
tennis
Channel
open.
9's got the tennis.
I wouldn't be surprised if they throw bucket loads to the NRL and Channel 7 wins
well,
the
Channel
right.
7 had the Rugby League World Cup, didn't they?
They did.
Mm.
Yeah.
Did they?
They didn't do too bad a job last time.
Okay, yeah, right. So,
So does 7 give up the AFL and give the Channel 9?
well, Channel 9 used to have it, didn't it?
They did. So did 10.
Yes, that's right.
So who gets the AFL broadcast deal?
Oh, they'll keep it as well, won't they? I
Well,
don't know.
no. Well, if Channel.
Well,
if
how could
they-
you have both? Yeah, there'd be a scheduling issue.
Okay.
Here's
Well, they
the
got multiple channels.
Here's the other point too. Like, would you want to watch Channel 7 when you have other options like Fox or KO and all that kind
Yeah,
of stuff?
no.
Yeah.
When you've got premier commentators like you listen to Fatty or something like that on Channel 9, you know, you got to go where the people want to watch something too. So you got to have the actual good commentators either merging over or it's just going to be stale and, you know, nobody's going to want to listen to that, and then they'll just be like, you know.
And this comes to the other
going
problem.
to
This
Fox.
comes to the other problem as well with Fox. Does with all these streaming services actually coming around, Prime wants a piece of the pie. Netflix is now doing live sport.
This does drive me mad that there's sports spread across all these different
It's just
platforms.
fragmented.
like Stan,
Disney's
like
got all the NBA.
Stan's got the
Rugby
Super,
Union.
Super 10 or whatever it is.
Yeah,
you know,
Rugby Union. Yeah.
Like if the NRL goes to Netflix and Prime, I will literally do my heading because I love the way Foxtel do it well.
Yeah.
Prime and Netflix are not going to do it well. They're just not.
It's going to be an afterthought. It's just the drive subscriptions.
But it's because they've got so much money behind them, Prime and Netflix. Like not every household in Australia has KO.
Wasn't Amazon a $1 trillion company or something? Like
Exactly.
it's just ridiculous.
It is
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Well,
So how do you
it's
compete?
$45 now for premium KO.
I was told that last week.
Yeah.
I thought it was more.
It's not cheap. It's not cheap to actually.
Where's cricket these days? Where do you watch cricket?
Cricket's on Fox Sports 1 on 501.
But not all of it.
But it depends on which competition you're watching. Like,
Yeah.
it's
I think when they went to Sri Lanka, it wasn't on. I even think the World Cup, the 2020 World Cup's not on Fox, is it?
I don't believe so.
No, it's not.
the Big Bash is on 10.
Yeah, you know, like
2020 World Cup's on Prime.
Prime
Yeah,
this
yeah,
year,
yeah,
the 2020. Yeah,
Yeah, I've
so
seen,
it's on Prime.
Jesus
Well,
for it.
I don't know if I have. I don't know. Do you have
So
Prime
a
there?
standard-
Am I
Yeah.
using your Prime? I'm not too sure.
Probably.
So
Or
a
did you
standard,
cancel
a
it?
standard subscription is up to high definition is $30 a month, and the premium starts at $1. Then it goes up to $45.99 a month,
Yeah,
and that's for 4K
For what, Prime?
for KO.
Oh, for KO. Yeah, KO is ridiculously priced.
Yeah, and it's even the same with Stan. It's whatever. I think again it uses Baz's Stan, but I don't know someone else's. But it could be $30 a month or 20. But Stan Sport is about $30 that as well.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
you got to pay for Stan, and then you got to
And
pay
you
for
pay
the
for
sport
Stan,
add-on.
yeah,
Like you can't just
exactly.
get the
No.
sports.
Do you think the prices now of something like KO or Fox or whatever will actually drive more people into venues instead of spending that kind of money?
Maybe. Well, for example,
You
I
know,
have.
Well,
I've got-
maybe, but you know,
you'll
in
have
saying
everything on there.
that, if we looking at far north Queensland here, you got to travel 4.5 hours to go and see a Townsville game, and then 4.5 hours back.
Or are you
Oh,
talking
yeah.
about going to a pub to watch the game on a
Just a
screen?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
in the
Or
venue.
going
Like,
to a
well,
club.
if once you start to add all those different things up, it's like, oh, I might just head down to the local venue and
Yeah,
watch the
and-
footy
and-
and,
Yeah.
you know, big TVs, cold beer, all that kind of stuff. Instead of having this subscription, that subscription, you know.
It's a good because I got
That's a good
Foxtel.
point. It is a good point.
I'm $76 a month for Foxtel.
I paid
Okay.
54.
You know, so geez, I'll be ringing up Foxtel tomorrow, and then won't I then? But it's like they do it very well with their sport. But yeah, if it becomes in cost of living crisis, hasn't affected me yet. But if it for some people at $76 a month, Nick, they're going to cancel it. You know, and but I hope Foxtel don't ever lose it. They do it really well, but Peter V'landys is all about the coin, isn't he, gents?
Yeah.
He really is. He doesn't really care where it's going to be, on what social media or what platform, as long as if someone's going to pay him.
If they can leverage another couple $100 million out of Channel 7.
That's right. Yep, Baz.
That's huge.
Yep.
Yeah,
So it's a great conversation because in 2027, it's only end of next year. And V'landys has already outlined that he wants the best deal, and he'll get it. Anyway, where it lands, it's going to be really interesting to watch, and we'll be watching it all the way because I'm sure winners and grinners will still be going in 18 months' time.
No, of course they will.
Nobody's shutting us down.
No, the ratings are actually look. Thank you everyone that's actually subscribed and like, share, and subscribe, please, because we need the ratings.
Yeah,
So please like, share, and subscribe. But thank you to everyone that's actually watching and giving feedback to this little podcast here because your things are absolutely valuable. All right, our discussion corner this week is looking at Super League and the stuff with the Super League at the moment. We know that NRL players are going over there to retire, you know, and they do their last rites in the Super League. But is it too slow?
Do you really think that that's what Super League is all about now? Just going over and playing your last few years? You know, like...
Well, a lot of people have been doing that.
Yeah, look, I need to get the list for whole KR. I don't know if anyone else can help me here, but there was one of their players was offered or tried to be enticed back to the NRL.
Yeah, there's a lot that come the other way.
Anyway, I don't. Anyway, I'm talking without have any facts here. But he's decided to stay, and he's re-signed for another 2 or 3 years. He's definitely plays for Hull KR, because like Hull KR's got a great coach. And
Peter Hiku actually did play for the NRL.
Yeah, wasn't? No, it's not
You
Peter.
got Arthur Morg, Tom Davies, Peter Hiku, Oliver Gildart, Joe Burgess, Mikey Lewis, Tyrone May. Tyrone May's one.
Tyrone May.
I think it was Tyrone May.
Joe Burgess, is he any relation to Sam?
Doesn't look
George?
it. Doesn't
look it?
No. He's just a bit ranger to me.
Okay.
Because their coach is he got the coach on there, Nick?
Yeah, let me just scroll
He's
down.
an Australian, like he's probably next in line to get an NRL coach.
Yeah. But when you compare the two, when you compare what happens with Super League.
I get it. Look, you got to remember, England is all about football, as in soccer.
Yeah.
And it's only mainly North England that rugby league is.
But the Super League fans come out for Super League.
Yeah. Mate, that you should see if you feel following Vegas right now, the amount of Poms are in Vegas.
If anything, the problem is
What's so close?
us here in Australia don't get
Yeah,
exposed to
exactly,
enough
you know.
Super League games. We don't, we don't get to see them as much. And
Yeah,
Is there enough-
Willie Peters is the coach.
Willie Peters.
Not that I've been over there for years, but is there enough exposure to NRL to actually compare the two? Because I know a lot of players that actually went over there and actually enjoy their Super League experience.
They do enjoy.
It's rare for him to come back. Clifford's one of the rare ones that have actually gone over there and come back.
Yeah.
So, most
Which
of
is
the
what
time
I'm saying is that they go over there and retire, and then that's it.
Yeah, I mean, because Tom Trbojevic was offered, he was very, very close. Very close.
Was he gonna go?
He was going to
Yeah.
go to Super League this year, and he's only 28 years of age.
It's such a good option though, like especially towards the end of your career, take the family over there. You can raise your kids
That's right.
in a different place, and you
you
can always
get
come back to
experience.
Australia and
Yeah. No,
be an assistant coach. Or something.
it's never going to be NRL standard,
Mm.
but it's a hard one to say. Like the Super League, like that challenge or the World Cup challenge, Nick. We haven't won very many.
No, one of the last ones was Cowboys.
Yeah,
They touched them up. And
Yeah.
then Broncos won in 02 or 06.
yeah, it might have been 06. We haven't
yeah.
but is that because it's at the start of our season? Like if we went and played them at the middle of our season when it's State of
Could
Origin,
be totally different story.
geez, it's probably wipe them by 50 points.
Yeah.
We would. Because like our boys are not fit. They're just not fit enough yet. Simple as
But
that.
it's good to have
match
another
flow.
competition that's flourishing somewhere in the world.
Yeah.
And I think they need to get one going in
There was
North
talk
America
about
too.
Volandis going ahead and trying to
They were
buy
trying to
the
buy
Super
them.
League.
Yeah.
That's,
Which
well,
could be quite interesting because you imagine 365 days, maybe 364, maybe they can have a Christmas day off of, some kind of NRL,
I know. Well, that's gone a little bit quiet, hasn't it, Daz? Like Peter Volandis was very big on buying the Super League 6 months ago. I think this man's his vision to where he wants to take this game.
What
doesn't
happened
slow
with all
down.
that controversy about the Rugby 360, the Saudi back thing they were going to steal players?
Well,
You
that
go,
Saudi
Gaz.
back thing is actually, they've delayed that until 2028, which put Lomax and
His
Pappenhausen in the scrap heap. And hence the reason why we've got this problem now with Lomax.
Yeah.
Because Lomax has come back and wanted to join the Storm, and Parramatta's turned around and said, not going to do that. And it's headed for court. Well, it is in court at the moment. So,
Well, the Saudi lads or the Saudi sheiks or whatever you want to call them, they don't care if it runs at a loss.
Yeah.
They've got that much money.
Yeah,
So it was never an issue of them making money.
Which makes me wonder, do they even care about the sport, or are they just trying to disrupt?
But it's
Other
not even.
play- other-
But what is it? Is it a hybrid? Is it just?
It's
rugby?
not rugby league. It's
it's a
rugby
hybrid
union.
of the two between rugby and rugby league.
Is it?
It'd
Okay.
still be great. It'd be good to watch, though, wouldn't it? In a way,
Are you-
like as a sporting fan.
Are you telling me if they're starting this up, are you telling me they're constantly watching NRL matches at 3 o'clock in the morning their time or whatever, and then constantly
they'd be
watching Super
recording
League and
it.
stuff like that?
That'd be recorded. They could stream it these days.
Yeah, I'm just doesn't seem like the place to get like a big fan base. But don't get me wrong, you want to go worldwide with NRL and AFL.
Well,
whatever,
even with rugby's struggling at the moment. And it's
see,
been struggling for years.
But this R360's got nothing to do with NRL. It's an off.
besides taking players,
No,
Just
but
by playing players. I still believe Payne Haas will end up there.
Rugby
if-
360.
after he wins a premiership with the Rabbits.
Yeah. He'll break his contract and go to R360, but I really do. Look, how it gets off the ground, how it gets good enough players,
Yeah.
who knows?
What's happening with Pappenhausen? Anyone know?
yeah, he said he's retired pretty much.
Oh,
He
he's
made a bit of
retiring now,
He
is
made a statement a little while ago. I'll bring it up. And yeah, pretty much just said, he's just taking time off to, he's very happy with how he, finished and played, and just needs some time to, recover. You had so many injuries back to back to back, like one of the most unlucky blokes, but still came back and still got back to that fullback role, when they had like Meany in back there. So he's taking time off to, get his head right and get his body right, and
He might be back in
he's
the
young.
NRL in a few years, yeah.
possibly it'd be an interesting thing. Imagine if he took 24 months off and then next minute you see him signed with
Well, any team would be happy to take him back, surely.
anybody.
The Storm would probably be first in line, but it's unusual for someone to step away for a number of years and come back, isn't it?
Yeah, because I don't think he's very old. I'm trying to actually just find out.
26, 27.
You just can't
26,
spell his
26,
name.
27.
No, I
There's-
can't. No, I can't. I've had
Right.
to put,
Yeah.
yes, but he's
27, I was right.
yeah. So he's 27. Again, if R360 get up,
It's
He'll-
very early for him to retire, isn't it?
I just
27.
I just can't get
I'd-
my head around this
If
one.
I was a player, though, I'd be reluctant because even though they're talking big money and whatever, you just don't know. You sign up, you play half a season, and the whole thing falls apart.
And then Pete gives you 10 years.
And then you're like, but we got a contract, and they go, we don't care, get on
Well,
a
he's
plane.
not
fuck
giving
off.
you 10
Like,
years.
Well, that's it. And I'm
He's
I'm
just
really
co-
confused with
he's
that.
come
Is that
out-
all talk?
He said he was So I'm saying it was bullshit because like he's came out and said, Zach, you go sign. Well, I've been here for 10 years. Oh, Zachy, come on, mate, come back now. We love you now.
Papenhuyzen had a year left on his Melbourne contract.
Yeah, I did see. Look, he's gone to R360 without a doubt, Nick. He really has. He has, and because
But
it
he's
fell
just on
over,
a holding pattern.
and so now, but why doesn't he just? I just cannot get my head around this story.
Get your body fit, get your head fit. Like you got 12, 24 months off, but you can't get another injury because he was so unlucky in those spots. You could be, twice the person you are.
So the footballer. So do you think he lands at another NRL club, or does he land at R360? Because I believe.
Oh, Pappenhausen. I don't think Paps will actually come back to NRL.
No, I think he'll land at R360, but it's just so weird to say. Like it's a big loss for Melbourne. He's a very good footballer.
Yeah.
Anyway,
For sure.
Live and local FNQ time, and the AFL Cairns has actually announced the split round for 2026. We've already talked about the game on Good Friday, which yours truly will be a commentator. Port Douglas against North Cairns, your boys, mate.
Yep, the boy, for the 2025 Premiership team.
Yeah,
so
that's on Good Friday.
Yeah.
So that is a Good Friday.
it is a Good Friday. So
Daz is on the commentary team,
I'm
man.
over the commentary team, mate. So.
Very
watch
exciting.
out. No, it should be. It's always a beautiful, great day up there. Good Friday. The weather gets a little bit cooler. And, they'll have a big crowd as they always do. I've been told it's the only bar that's open in Port Douglas that day. So get down to the Port Douglas Sports Ground.
So they're having 5 themed rounds this season: a legacy round across Anzac weekend, Indigenous round, Headspace, Cairns mental health round, and a community umpiring week, and a pride round. That's pretty solid.
It is pretty solid. The AFL does lead from the front. Headspace mental. That's a really interesting one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously there is a lot of concern in the society for a number of people. So it'll be interesting to see what the colour that they'll bring out for that. I suppose always bring out a certain colours, like blue is not depression, but it's whatever it is. But it's not, what is it? The dog.
Dog.
The black dog.
The black dog.
Black dog.
Black Dog
and then
Institute.
obviously you've got the pride round with all their wonderful colours. So anyway, as I said, the AFL does lead from the front, and we'll see where we go.
What's happening with your boys, mate? Are they actually pumped for the season?
Oh, it's been a bit of a difficult year so far. The recruitment's been a little bit slow. And we're probably one of 5 teams out of the 17 competition that hasn't been able to recruit overly well. We've probably lost.
Why is that? Why?
Oh, we just don't have the. A lot of players now, especially come from down south, want a bit of coin.
Yeah.
And we're just on a position.
So they're looking at going straight back down south again?
Oh, no, you've probably got 2 clubs in South Cairns and Central's Trinity Beach who have a sports leagues club that were able to, have that availability to spend a little bit more. So, but we've lost 7 players out of our premiership team last year, which obviously hurts. But you can't begrudge them because they were up here for 3 or 4 years and they did the job, and they got us to finals and grand finals, and then won a grand final. So they did their job. So, but we're still expecting to definitely make top 4 and see where once you make finals, anything can happen.
So the finals commence 4th of September, and the grand final is on the 19th of September. That's at Kazali's.
Yeah.
Had a decent crowd, 4,000.
Yeah, no, it's a good crowd, and it's one of the weekends. It's normally the weekend before the AFL, so it's one of the last sporting grand finals in Australia that's it's still on. It's like a lot of the grand finals are done by early September, so they do get pretty good coverage as well.
Yeah. All right, about time we just about wrap this up, boys. Any final thoughts?
No, bring on the footy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's go Cowboys.
Cowboys, 30 plus.
30
It's moved from
30.
20 to
We're
30
up in
plus.
it, yeah.
Wow.
It's going to be a slaughter.
It needs to be a slaughter. No, there's a couple of good football. Dylan Brown's got a point to prove.
Yeah, keep talking.
Anyway, Kalen Ponga, he's a gun. He's a literal gun of the competition.
Yeah.
But, it'll be like the Cowboys need to win. and neat.
They'll get the job done.
Get the job done.
Thanks, Daz.
Thank you,
Been a good
boys.
show.
It's been an absolute pleasure once again this week. Thank you very much for your company, and we look forward to having you again next week. Bye for now.
See you, gents.